Thing about Greg Sharpe, he came onto this job when Nebraska football was like near its lowest.
Yeah, 17 years ago. So it was like, what, 08?
He came on the job after Jim Rose. He suddenly retired late 2007.
I can't make this sacrifice anymore. It's not fair to my family. It's not fair to me, and it's not fair to my friends.
Greg Sharpe's first game was at Kansas when Nebraska got 76 dropped on him by Mangino and Reesing and company. His first full year was Pelini's first full year. If we wouldn't have known any better, just if we look at the job that he did, you would have never known anything crazy was happening because he was just that stable figure for so long, and you never heard any scandals or anything crazy, any beef that he had with anybody. He was just a bastion of stability, positivity, and I get that he worked for the university, so kind of had to toe that line. Despite the lowest of the lows of Nebraska football the past 17 years, there are still memorable calls to be had by him. And
it was like a comfort thing. Yeah. Whenever you turned on a Nebraska sporting event, whether it was baseball or football, it was that familiar voice. And even if you didn't know Greg, it felt like you knew Greg. Greg was the voice of Husker Nation. Our fan base, we get around somebody, even if you don't know him. He was the perfect voice for this fan base.
You said that he was embraced by us, which is funny because he was the K-State voice.
Yes.
Like he was calling K-State football games when Bill Snyder was getting it rolling, and K-State had kind of taken over Nebraska in the Big 12, the Big 12 North, beating Nebraska's ass some years. And Greg Sharpe was the one calling games for K-State.
You know, it's been said that K-State would never beat Nebraska. It was unthinkable, unimaginable. It's been 29 years that K-State has have to watch the Red fans go home with a win. Well, today the color of choice is purple as K-State has beaten Nebraska for the first time in Manhattan since 1959. And it is party time in Manhattan.
It's just kind of surreal in that way how that all worked out. Again, you would have never known that he was like a non-Nebraskan.
Oh, yeah.
For a lot of sports fans, there's the voice, right? There's the voice of your favorite team. It's somebody that you listen to for years and years. There's a lot of memories that get made on the way to Memorial Stadium. And he will always be associated with that for me, driving down with you guys or driving down with like my dad or even my wife, my family. Like I'm listening to Greg Sharpe.
Yeah, another thing too, every once in a while you see people complain about commentators on TV, whether they're watching a Nebraska football game or baseball, like Greg McElroy calling a game, Gus Johnson even. Why are you complaining about these people? You shouldn't be listening to them anyway.
Right. You should be listening to the voice of Husker Nation.
Like the fact that people don't mute their TV and turn on the radio, I get that radio isn't the same that it used to be. I was riding on my tractor back in 1960, and I was listening to Lyle Bremser call games. I know it's not the same in that way. It is fun, too. This is with Kent Pavelka as well. This applies to him. That slant. We all feel that slant, that pro-Nebraska slant.
Yes, that's what we want.
I mean, it is. Like, let's be honest. Yeah, sure. Kent Pavelka and Jake Muehlheisen, they'll complain about the refs a lot.
That's fine.
It's fine. You know, sometimes I'll be like, all right, guys, stop. You know. The other team went on a 20-0 run. Like, there's other factors why Nebraska's losing this game. But we love that pro-Nebraska slant. I just don't understand why people still have not figured out. You need to mute your television.
It's tricky now, though, because with streaming services and everything else,
the
radio is ahead of the TV.
Well, you know how you fix that?
You pause.
It's a pain in the ass, but guess what? Like, sometimes you just got to do these things.
Right.
Okay. How big of a fan are you, Mike? Huh?
Actually, I'm in the stands, so